forum. Basically, this is an opportunity for anybody in the public to speak. You have a 2-minute limit. You can speak on anything you want that is not on the agenda. We can't do anything, though. We can only make decisions and discuss things that are on the agenda. Does anybody want to speak about something else today, or are they all on topics that we have? You have a question, ma'am?
I'm trying to see the agenda.
That's not the agenda. That's something else, yeah. Okay, except for that, now we're going to have reports. Go ahead, Ed.
Where's the open forum?
Oh, we're right now. I didn't see your thing here. Well, go ahead, Ed Rask.
Ed Rask speaking for myself. The Neighbor Commission may want to consider...
I don't think it's on.
Shows it on. Huh. It's on. The light's on.
Try talking, it might want to.
All right. Hello? Hello? Doesn't work. Huh?
Jonathan's.
All right, so there we go. The Neighbor Commission may want to, as it's working on various things, take a look at some obvious issues that you might be able to move forward on so you start to have achievements. And one of those issues is something that was presented to the Neighbor Commission about 2 years ago, and that is basically what the Sunshine Reform Task Force and Neighbor has recommended, and that is to have an annual report for all the for-profit companies as organizations and governments that the city of San Jose gives money to. That's a pretty clean thing that you look at very quickly, and therefore you can move it forward. Otherwise, what you may be doing is missing the opportunity to influence that in the next budget process. The other one, which is pretty easy to go after, is the idea of City Council Policy 630, which basically provides public notices, public meetings, and public participation for developer projects. But the City of San Jose's large projects are not included in that policy. And in many cases, the neighborhoods don't know what's going on, and there isn't public meetings for some of these things. And so you might want to take a look at that and recommend to the council that they do an amendment to the city council policy that not only all private development, but city projects comply with current city council policy 630. It would be, in both cases, I think would be very beneficial and be very supported by the neighborhoods. Thank you.
I've got 3 other cards, Stephen Spivak, Karen Gillette, and Don Gagliardi. Do you want to speak now in open forum, or would you rather wait till we get to the part where we're going to talk about the work plan? Either way. Okay. Stephen, same?
I'll wait too.
Okay, and Karen?
I'll wait.
Okay, great. Next thing are reports, the chair's report. It goes out in written form. Please read it. I'm trying to get as much sort of mechanical work done as possible before we actually come to the room. But I want to talk about these little gadgets. These are stolen from the absolutely marvelous Christopher Harkness, who's back with the city now. We're going to use these for voting. Okay, so instead of raising hands and everything, you're going to face the green up toward the front of the room here. That's a yes. This is a no. Oh, good. And then when you want to speak, flip the bottom up, the yellow part's the little point, so that'll give Nicole a way to know that you want to speak. And it'll be just much easier for us to do it. So we'll be able to vote. We don't have to worry about high hands raised or anything like that. The next report is from Council Liaison.
Hi everyone, I'm Jackie Medina. I work for Councilmember Donald Rocha. I'm here on behalf of Andrea, who unfortunately is sick and couldn't make it today. So she wasn't able to provide me with a report, but I can maybe provide some news that may be of interest to you. I just looked at your survey results, and maybe these are some of the interest items that the commission may have. And so there is a recent item that happened on October 4th regarding police overtime and police low staffing. Maybe it's no news to you that we're at crisis levels. And I think that it was very revealing to see that some officers are working maybe even 100 hours overtime interviews. So that's something to know. And if you want to look back on that and see what the report that the council accepted, it could be informative for you. There are also outreach meetings that are happening through the housing department, I see that you all are very interested in the issue of homelessness, and you'll be seeing later in this agenda from the housing department a discussion on temporary shelters and places of assembly and safe parking. And I think maybe Kelly could say later on if there are more meetings happening, but it'd be really great to, if you were to go back to your constituent, or not your constituents, but your district and neighbors regarding this issue, if it's something that you all are interested in. They're also going to be outreaching for their annual action plan, which is something that helps. During the outreach, they'll be gathering information about how they want to spend future dollars on the issue of housing and strengthening neighborhoods and other things like that. And it's really great to have community input for that. Next week, the council will be seeing an interesting item called the Welcoming San Jose Plan. When the council voted to establish the Office of Immigrant Affairs, thank you, they directed to create a welcoming ordinance to help immigrants in our community integrate into our community and feel welcomed. And so that will be heard in the evening next week on October 18th, if that's something you're interested in. So at 7 p.m. I think is time certain for 7 p.m. There are other things on the agenda, like medicinal marijuana, and yeah, you can check it out on our website. But I hope that this was interesting for you. Thank you.
Thanks, Jackie. Okay, first up on the action items or discussion is Kelly Hemphill. From
Actually,
the...
before you move on, there is a staff report.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ernest. I'm sorry, staff report.
Yeah, briefly, because the commission has shown interest in public safety in the area of police staffing, I reached out to a member of our city manager staff, Michelle McGurk, who actually staffed the commission last year for a short amount of time. She's now the person that's going to be dealing with public safety for the city manager's office. And I did ask her that actually in terms of saying the commission was interested in eventually giving a presentation on the issue of police staffing, as well as what role the commission might play in assisting with that particular area of public safety. Once the commission decides, how they want to proceed with this, I'll make arrangements with police to come and do a presentation for the commission on the area, focusing, on the two areas of currently what's the strategy, as well as, what the commission will want to do to assist with that particular area. So, let me know when you want to proceed with that, and I'll be happy to make that arrangement for the commission then. That's my report.
Okay, thank you.